I'm Bailey Bates. Here are your headlines from Central Texas. The FBI has arrested a Belton High STEM teacher on federal child pornography charges. Belton ISD says Pedro Gustino was arrested for possession of child sexual abuse material. According to his LinkedIn profile, Gustino has been at Belton ISD for 14 years. This marks the third Belton ISD employee charged with sex crimes against children this year. The district says it is working to terminate this employee. The Lamar Odom Academy promises to bring sports and STEM programs to kids in Killeen, all while focusing on community. But people have questions. Sixers reporter Sydney Walker has more on the mixed reactions to the NBA star's move to Central Texas.
His heart and his intentions are all in the right place, and that's exactly why I've chosen to be a part of this project.
Reactions to Lamar Odom's proposed academy have been split.
I'm getting feedback both on positive and negative. Some people are saying, oh, I don't think it's going to happen because they followed him, or some people say, oh, that's a great opportunity.
There's half of the group that is all for whatever Lamar can do, and then there's half that have been trying to do the same thing for years and years and years, and just not seeing the support and love from others in the community who are a little upset about it.
Karen Winder, who runs Karen's Community, a family outreach group in Killeen, says there are concerns that the academy will pull attention away from other projects in need. Mayor Pro Tem Riakos Adams says this isn't the case.
We're not ignoring local attempts either.
And reassured that city funds are not going towards the project and they are not affiliated.
The city generally don't get involved in that until, unless a request to partner. And even that has to be nested within federal and state law.
Mikhail Gray with GCS Contracting says the project is still in the early stages of planning, but its focus remains clear.
We want to create access to education and wellness resources, support mental health and substance abuse recovery.
Winder says she's all for empowering Killeen's kids, just as long as it applies to everyone.
My whole thing is it actually going to cover the demographic of kids that we're seeing in Killeen that need it the most, that can't afford it?
Well, we are following up on a developing story about a Temple homeowner who says his neighbor has been throwing human feces at his vehicles and home. The homeowner says he has called police more than 20 times, but officers say their hands are tied. Sixers reporter Juliana Jackson tells us why police are responding the way they are and what legal options homeowners have in situations like this.
Dylan Martinez provided these photos to police after he says his neighbor came out and began flinging human waste onto his property. But Temple Police Deputy Chief Joe Demento says the department doesn't believe the situation meets the legal definition of harassment.
Although there may have been occurrences where that happened, I don't have evidence to support filing charges against any particular suspect.
Demento says even with photos and video evidence the homeowner has provided, police need clear proof to identify a specific perpetrator.
We've reached out to the property management company for one of the residences to try to remediate some of this. It's all situational.
Attorney Jeffrey Linick says the homeowner shouldn't give up.
I think there might be an argument that throwing feces at a car sends a message. But it's not communication as it's defined in the penal code. It defines the term, so it's basically an electronic communication. So harassment probably wouldn't apply, but it certainly doesn't mean there's no law enforcement action that could be taken.
Nick says victims have civil remedies available.
He could get an injunction against his neighbor to prevent these things. He could sue his neighbor for damages. So a civil remedy may actually be his best option in this case.
An injunction doesn't require police to witness crimes or establish probable cause.
Injunction goes into effect and the neighbor's actions violate that injunction, then he himself can file something to take the neighbor to court, and if the court finds that he violated the injunction, then the court can hold this person in contempt.
Both experts say neighbor harassment cases are becoming increasingly common.
I don't know why there's so many of these out of Temple. It seems to be more we get most of these cases.
And that was Juliana Jackson reporting. Meanwhile, the Johnson brothers are no strangers in Waco. Both Derek and Dwight Johnson dominated while they wore the Lions uniform, and they continued their success from there to college and then to the NFL. And they were back in their hometown sharing stories and wisdom with current Lions.
Well, it's always good to when you can impact people in a positive way. I do it. I've been doing it in Atlanta for years, but to come back home, it's personal. It's not just business.
The kids are wide-eyed, and that's a good thing, right? Sometimes what we tell them means more than what the parents do at times, even though we're echoing the exact same thing. But they need to hear wisdom, they need to hear affirmations from different people, and what better way to have a couple Waco High legends here to talk to them about how to be successful.
Yeah, anytime we can pour into the young kids, it's always a good thing. Those are your headlines from Central Texas.